Hello, Divine Feminine Entrepreneurs. This is Star Hayward with First Brunch Then Hustle, my weekly show sharing spiritual insights, magnetic business strategies, and personal growth and development tips so that you can become a confident, fulfilled feminine leader in your soul inspired business. So, today I'm going to be talking about the identity of success and the courage to change. Now, what is success? Let's define this because people have different ideas of what success means to them. And in my feeling, the old way of success is very material. It's going after material acquisition, it's very tangible, and it comes with a certain level of attachment. The old way of success is it's a process and being in an experience of truly going after something for something. So let me give you an example. A lot of people are very committed to achieving high levels of success because they are looking for approval, they are looking for praise, they are looking for a certain status to achieve, and they are looking for those by way of how they're being compensated, how they are seen in the media, how they are, being seen by their community, what their reputation is that they are presenting. So essentially, it's a lot of external. If you notice this, a lot of the old way of achieving success is very external and it's very ego driven and comes with a lot of attachment. Now, the new way of success, of achieving success, is is very emotional. It's rooted in more of a feeling. Okay, the new way of success is very feminine because it is emotional, because it is rooted in a feeling of fulfillment, feeling of satisfaction, an experience of joy, of freedom, a feeling of contentment, being in the experience that is giving you a sense of ease and flow, the feeling that comes with contributing to of contribution, right? So, did you hear any attachments there? Did you hear any external material forms of acquiring, of acquisition there? No. It's all about wanting to achieve a certain feeling. And hi, CJ. And by the way, why we do anything in our lives is because we believe we're going to achieve a certain feeling by being, doing, and having it. So when you understand this, then you can start to dive into what does success mean to me and what is it that I intend by way of taking action in my life to achieve this fulfillment. What is my intention behind my choices, my actions? What is my intention behind what I'm up to? All the stuff that I'm doing so that I can be, do, and have. So let's talk about change for a minute because that's the other part of the title of this talk. Change is always in motion, right? It's always happening. Change is constant, it never stops, and we know this. It's physiological, it's energetic, it's happening on every level of our being and in every way that we can see in natural form. Now, deliberate change occurs with intention and responsible choice. Deliberate change occurs with intention and responsible choice. With deliberate change, with intention and responsible choice, we can accelerate the process of change, which is awesome. Don't like what's happening? With intention and responsible choice and taking actions behind that, we can create change. So, what is it that stands in the way of making change, of choosing to change? What fears can kind of come up for people? What fears come up for you when you are looking at making a change in your life, finding the courage to change? Now, one fear that happens that I see a lot as a coach is that people are afraid of being rejected. They're afraid that the people that are already in their lives will reject them for wanting more, for doing more, and for wanting to be more in their lives. Why? Because those people are afraid of who you might become as a result of going after your intentions and the fulfillment that you desire in your life. Right? So there's a lot of fear behind that. There can be a fear for yourself of being rejected, of being judged, and there can come a fear with the people in your life as well, right? So this fear it's rooted in acceptance. Am I going to be accepted at the end of the day? If I make this change, if I make this choice to become who I need to be, then and I change my life, I'm going to go after bigger, greater, grander desires and dreams. What does that say about me? Who am I to want that? Are people going to reject me for it? Are they going to accept me for who I am going to become as a result of going after this change? So acceptance is a really big one. Now, another fear that comes up is I don't have what it takes. What if the outcome isn't better than where I'm at now? What if it doesn't work? Right? These are really big fears. These are fears rooted in self confidence, trust in oneself, self esteem. So when those fears are coming up, then take notice, and feel what fear is coming up for you behind that. What fearful thought is surfacing behind the I don't have what it takes. What if it doesn't work? Right? It's the trust in oneself. Now, I touched on this one a little bit, but who will I become? Do I have what it takes to become who I need to be? What if I can't let go of this old identity? Now, the courage to change can have a lot to do with letting go of the old, letting go of the familiar, and believing in oneself, believing in yourself of who you can become in order to fulfill your heart's desires. Now, this one is rooted in a belief around your deservability and your self-worth. Letting go of the old that's not serving you anymore. Are you worthy? Are you deserving of this new life? Are you worthy? Are you deserving of this new path, this new journey? One that is anchored in your intentions, right? So the process of finding the courage to change, okay, now this is another piece of this title. It's really powerful. Finding the courage to change. Now, can you make your intention for change, again, free of attachments? Because I find then that when I free myself from the attachment to a tangible outcome and I root my courage to change in truly wanting to achieve a feeling as a result, then not only do I release all of this pressure around this preconceived notion and idea of what it needs to look like? But I also, in that moment, am allowing myself to open up to a vision coming to fruition that might even be well beyond my ability to imagine at this time, right? So releasing ourselves from the outcome, releasing ourselves from the attachments. Now, I know this goes very much up against a lot of what's being taught out there for entrepreneurs, because what's being taught is I'm going to show you a strategy so that you can 10x your income. I'm going to show you a strategy so that you can step into a 6-figure income, right? Now, there's a lot of attachment around that. This is the old way to success. And the reason why these old ways to success don't work anymore is that it's externally driven, not internally driven. So if you want to be truly divinely empowered in your life and in your business, you will be internally driven and be delighted by the external manifestations of the internal drive, of the internal intention, rooted in love. You see, when we let go of the old and we're willing to find the courage to make a decision to change, then we have an opportunity. It's an opportunity. It's not a destination to get to. Loving oneself is not a destination. Achieving fulfillment in your life is not a destination either, right? To love oneself is to be in the experience of intention with responsible choice. To achieve fulfillment in your life is to be in the experience of setting an intention, releasing your attachment, and making responsible choices that are in alignment with your intention. So, when you are in the process of finding courage to change, and you're looking at who do I need to become in order to make the changes, in order to bridge the gap in my life, then we can see it as an invitation to cultivate love within ourselves, unconditional love, and be challenged by our fears. Take it as a positive challenge when those fears come up, and adapt and adjust when they do. So this requires awareness. This requires a daily commitment to emotional awareness, to really pay attention to what is coming up for you on an emotional level. What are you feeling? Are you feeling loving? Are you feeling free? Are you allowing yourself to feel satisfied right here and now? Are you allowing yourself to feel contentment right now, to feel at peace, to have patience, to be optimistic, right? Hi, Tana. Yes, emotional awareness is the key, because when we are in tune with our emotions, we know whether we are in fear or when we're in love. And by the way, the opposite of love is not hate, it is fear. So, with our emotional guidance system that we have, that is amazing, by the way, and finely tuned when we take the time out in our lives to really tune in and create that space for ourselves to connect with our emotions, to feel our emotions, to be honest about our emotions, to embrace them. Again, as an invitation, an opportunity to challenge our fears and to cultivate love. So when you are looking at making a decision to change in your life, can you make that decision free of attachments? Make that decision based on an internal intention rooted in how it is that you want to feel by way of your achievements in your life. And then be delighted by what opportunities, resources, and people come your way as a result of the universal forces collaborating with those pure desires. Intention released of attachment is a pure desire. That's what that is. And so when we can trust in the universal forces that are at play with us, and trust that the universe has our back, and trust that we have the ability to be, do, and have anything our heart's desires, with the knowing that we'll get there even quicker by way of internal power, not external reach, then we're cooking with gas. And I think it's really powerful to create affirmations, to create daily affirmations. So, with this insight, is there an affirmation that you can create for yourself here and now today in the next few moments after this live? Can you write out an affirmation for yourself that's going to be inspiring and empowering for you to set an intention for the changes that you want to make in your life? And see yourself in the identity of achieving that feeling of fulfillment, of satisfaction, of contentment. See yourself there. And what would this woman be saying to herself? What would this woman, looking back to now, say that you did in order to get there? Is it believing in yourself, trusting in yourself, having the confidence, knowing your brilliance, being clear about what your legacy vision is, knowing that when you strive for true success, the new way of success, the feminine way, that it's going to come with ease and flow and be even better than you could ever have imagined. So that is my inspiration to you today. I would love to hear your affirmations. Please feel free to post them below this video once it is uploaded, and stay in touch. I would love to hear how these insights work for you, and I will see you again very soon on First Brunch Then Hustle. Thank you so much for joining me today, beautiful ladies. I love you. So much gratitude, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.